Welcome to the Morning Rush. Right now, investigators have identified the victims of 3 recent murders. Police say 27-year-old Jonathan Sice was found dead in a parking lot earlier this month near Chico and Charleston. 3 days later, police say that they responded to a neighborhood near Central and Western Skies. They found 27-year-old Hillary Humbles dead. APD is also investigating the death of Daniel Pacheco. He was shot in a neighborhood off South Broadway. The investigation into the death of a man whose body was discovered on the West Mesa is also ramping up. APD says they've identified that man as 46-year-old Juan Carlos Cedeno in April. Detectives say they found him dead near Central and 140th Street. They have not released any more details in his case. Now, police say so far in 2018, there have been a total of 31 murders. New this morning, police say they are investigating to find out if a man accused of breaking into a woman's home and exposing himself to her is connected to a man dubbed the South Capitol Creeper. According to the Santa Fe New Mexican, police say they arrested 22-year-old Asaias Martinez for the incident. This comes as police have continued looking for a man who's exposed and assaulted women in the same area. Police are now looking to see if Martinez is connected. Kristen?
Mostly sunny for the majority of the state today. The exception out over the northeast, where we have potential for some spotty to scattered showers and thunderstorms. There is a chance that some of these could be on the strong to severe side. We'll be watching for the threat of hail as well as damaging winds. David?
As UNM prepares to make announcements about cuts to sports in June, fans are weighing in on what they think the university should do in an Albuquerque Journal poll. Beach volleyball is the sport people want to get rid of the most, and because it brings in the least amount of revenue. After that, people wanted to get rid of football, which brings in the most revenue. The athletic department says the poll will not influence its decision. Also new this morning, the city of Santa Fe is looking for 2 new department heads. This after newly elected Mayor Alan Weber continues work on his transitional team. The resignation of both the Director of Land Use and Parks and Recreation departments were made effective by the end of the day yesterday. The interim city manager tells the New Mexican the decisions were made with both past performance and a need for strong new energy in mind. New overnight, an investigation is underway after a pilot was sucked out of the window of a Chinese plane. Authorities say the airline's plane was headed for Tibet when the windshield shattered. Authorities say a pilot was sucked halfway out of the window but was still wearing his seatbelt. They say 29 passengers were sent to the hospital for examination. Happening now, the danger around Hawaii's Kilauea volcano is growing. Hawaiian officials say new fissures opened yesterday, sending more lava to the surface. Residents in the region are advised to be on alert. Officials say more evacuations could be in the works. The volcano has been erupting for more than a week, destroying roads and homes. First Lady Melania Trump is recovering at Walter Reed Military Hospital after undergoing a medical procedure to treat a benign kidney condition. And the First Lady was treated on Monday, and the President tweeted that the procedure was a success and Mrs. Trump is in good spirits. And she also looks forward to a full recovery. Looking ahead, the city's Animal Welfare Department is hosting 2 new job fairs coming up next week. Earlier this month, the department blamed a shortage of officers for an extreme backlog of cases. Officials hope this will help solve that problem. The fair is happening next Tuesday and Wednesday. To find out where, we posted a link to more information always on KRQE.com. Kristen?
Today's Metro Threat Index at a 0, just looking at warm temperatures back into the mid-80s. We've got sunshine on top and those winds 10 to 15 miles per hour coming out of the southwest. David?
This morning, Albuquerque businesses and the city will likely talk about replacing the copper wires with aluminum ones to keep thieves from stealing them. The city says recently 1,700 feet of copper was stolen from San Mateo and I-40, causing streetlights to go out and damaging light poles, costing taxpayers up to $30,000 for the repairs. Now, the city hopes the fix will save at least 60% on the cost. And city councilors are reviewing a proposal to boost cell phone service at Balloon Fiesta Park. Events like Balloon Fiesta and Freedom 4th draw thousands to the park, leaving nearby cell signals clogged. But Verizon Wireless is offering a solution. The company wants to put 6 small cell towers on the light poles on Vendor Row. Verizon has offered to pay the city $18,000 a year for 5 years for the project. We'll let you know what the city councilors decide. Let's go ahead and get a look at that morning drive.
Yeah, we'll take a live look. When it comes to the traffic map, we're looking pretty good for a Tuesday morning. Some minor slowing I-40 eastbound approaching the Big I. We also have our news tracker out and about this morning, headed south on course, just about to head towards the I-40 on-ramp. We're going to keep tabs on the traffic situation for you throughout the morning, so stay with us.
Today is National Peace Officers Memorial Day. It's a day to remember law enforcement who lost their lives or became disabled in the line of duty. Today, President Trump will order flags be flown at half-staff. Now, the 37th annual National Peace Officers Memorial Service will also be held at the U.S. Capitol this morning. It will honor nearly 200 police officers. This is all part of Police Week. And finally, if your kids are interested in becoming a first responder, here's their chance to get a glimpse of what they will do. APD will be hosting 2 summer camps for children between 9 and 12 years of age. They'll focus on activities centered around team building, self-responsibility, and education. Camps will be held at Valley High School as well as the Boys and Girls Club. For information on this and how to sign up, you can go to alwayson.krqe.com.
Now for the 5 facts, we start with number 5. If your kids are interested in becoming a first responder, here's their chance to get a glimpse of what they do. APD will be hosting 2 summer camps for children between 9 and 12 years old. They'll focus on activities centered around team building, self-responsibility, and education. Camps will be held at Valley High School and the Boys and Girls Club. For information on how to sign up, go to alwayson.krqe.com.
At number 4, Albuquerque neighbors continue defending a local sports league despite a recent complaint. Someone complained to the city on its 311 site about the weekend soccer at Snow Park near Indian School in Eubank. The complaint says more than 100 people show up on Saturdays, creating parking problems, and claims kids are tearing up the grass. A spokesman for the city says it never received any complaints about the Zia Soccer League that uses the park.
At number 3, sunshine continues and temperatures warming up. The average is 78 for this time of year. We are going to stay well above that for the next several days. At this point, Albuquerque, no rain in our 7-day forecast, just more wind coming in late week.
At number 2, Mayor Keller's administration says it will now do an economic analysis on a deal aimed at bringing Topgolf to Albuquerque. This after the City Council's Finance Committee approved more than $2.6 million of incentives to make that happen. The mayor says he's concerned about them not bringing the jobs they promised to Albuquerque. The mayor's office also says the deal doesn't have any job requirements or penalties, so if the company leaves or doesn't fill the jobs, the city could not get its incentive money back. City Councilor Ken Sanchez, who co-sponsored the bill, says he's okay with the lack of job requirements because the company has a proven track record. And at number 1, a judge is likely poring over testimony from school employees who brought to light allegations against the pair accused of prostituting their daughter. James Stewart and the children's mother, Terry Sanchez, stand accused in the case. School employee testimony is something the judge could consider when deciding if he'll keep the pair locked up until trial. In court, educators at Lew Wallace Elementary describing the way 2 of their students would show up to class almost every day. Over the years, CYFD has had 14 interactions with Stewart and 21 with Sanchez, but nothing was reportedly ever done.
Coming up